monuments such as Crazy Horse and Mount Rushmore, they are truly spectacular. There's nothing quite as spectacular as being able to touch something that's changed the world as much as our military aircraft. Since the United States does have the biggest Air Force, and has the biggest and the second biggest Air Force, with the Air Force having the biggest and the Navy having the second biggest. And so this, I will walk you through just some of the history and the nostalgia of our military aircraft and its presence felt throughout the world by showing you the South Dakota Air and Space Museum, and also my name is Travis Fincher. So first I would like to show you just a brief history and where the museum is located for anyone that doesn't know. It was revived in the 1980s, formally reopened again in 1989 after everything was completed on it. And it is located over in Box Elder by the main gate of Ellsworth Air Force Base. So it's approximately a 20-minute drive from Mines. So I believe it's definitely close enough for most of the competitors to, just take an afternoon and go see, and they can get the feel of the Air and Space Museum. Now this is just a map view of what the museum has to offer. As you can see, they have this central hangar area, which just houses 4 different hangars, which I'll go into a little more detail in just a second about. But then what I find most impressive is on the outside here, you see all these different outlines of airplanes, and those are all just full-size, real military aircrafts that have been retired. So you have everything from, you have helicopters to B-52 bombers. You just have a great variety of military aircraft, and it's just a really eye-opening experience to get to see. As I said, the hangar, the central area, is divided into 4 different hangars, and each one is dedicated to a different aspect of aviation history. You have the first one, which is aerospace technology. So in there you just have, beginning of airplanes and their military use to some current day technology. Cold War history, that is a big part of this, because in South Dakota we have the Minuteman silos, which, was real big during the Cold War. So now with this, it kind of goes into more of the detail of that, and they even have an atomic bomb in the facility that you can look at, disarmed of course. And then they also have aviation pioneers, so you have like the Wright brothers and just different people who have influenced aviation throughout the creation of the airplane. And then also they do pay a little homage to Ellsworth Air Force Base, and with a brief history of that and the importance it holds in today's military capacity. Now, as I was saying, on the outside, just the variety of aircrafts they have. They have over 30 different aircrafts, everything from a simple Huey helicopter, which if anyone's seen like Vietnam Air movies, those are the helicopters they use, to the B-52 bombers, which have changed the world dramatically and really enhanced America's capacity to win conflicts. So they have fighter jets, cargo jets, personal transportation aircrafts. So the outside of the museum is a really spectacular sight. And now they also have different tours you can go on. The museum itself is free to the public. They take donations. They also have a gift shop. That's kind of part of how they fund along with government assistance. But the museum is free, and they also have former they're veterans of the Air Force and different branches that have knowledge of the airplanes, and they give free tours, and so they're real insightful and everything like that. But then this is what I found interesting, is you can do a 50-minute guided bus tour of Ellsworth Air Force Base. You just have to call them and make reservations and everything, and it only costs $8, so it's not terribly unreasonable. And with that, you get a tour of Ellsworth, and you also get to go into a Minuteman missile silo, which is just another great piece of history of South Dakota and Ellsworth. So I would definitely recommend this for the competitors that are coming, just as a fun afternoon activity. I mean, you don't spend more than probably an hour and a half there or so. So it's not, you can't bank a lot of time on it, but it is definitely worth the stop to go and see. And now I'll open the floor to any questions anyone may have of me, please.